And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host, Jonathan. Once again, bringing you my thoughts and review for tonight's episode of Arrow Season 7, Episode 16. And this episode is bonkers. I'm talking about pure awesomeness. This is my favorite episode so far of the season. And big spoilers if you haven't seen the episode yet, because you need to really watch this episode. So we all know from the beginning of the season, we'll be getting these flash forward episodes, like flash forward scenes, here and there, of glimpses of the future with Felicity's and Oliver's future daughter Mia, and trying to figure out who is she and what's she all about. This whole, she's a black star, she's kind of like her father, she's a badass, and stuff has been going down. Vigilantes are no longer welcome in Starling City. They're pretty much divided between the city itself and the Glades. And now in this episode, we get to find out what really happens in this entire future. So we get this future. It's all future episode. So we get to see the birth of Mia, Oliver and Felicity's daughter. We get to see her basically get trained as a child by Narcissa, because we still don't know what happened to Oliver. I have a guess on where it's Oliver at this point, but I'll save that for the end. So we get to see her get trained and grow up to be who she is in the future. Black Star as well. Now we fast forward to her with her brother William, and now they're literally trying to find Felicity. Their goal is to find her dead, alive, whatever. They go into the Glades and try to figure out where she's at, and of course they do find her, and Felicity's alive, which I knew all along she was alive, because you can't give it to Felicity. There's no way you can give it to her. She's unkillable. And it was great. And Felicity looked great. She has short hair, but that was pretty cool. And her and her mother, they don't really see eye to eye anymore. Ever since she when she was like a teenager, she kind of found out about the whole vigilante stuff, and her mother keeping that secret from her. They kind of separated. They were barely talking. Then Felicity magically disappeared. She didn't know what happened to her. And then, all this happened. She still has a kind of a, I don't want to be a vigilante kind of attitude, but when you see her fight, oh my goodness, it's amazing. It's outstanding. The actress who plays Mia is brilliant in this, and no wonder they're maybe in talks of giving her her own spin-off show after Arrow is officially over, and I hope that does happen, because it's actually pretty badass. I mean, we got to see her team up with pretty much the original team. Felicity, Arsenal, which we got to see him suit up again. That was pretty cool. Dana, Black Canary, and of course, Wild Dog's daughter, who's the new Black Canary. So we got to see them team up because they need to take off the bomb that was going to go off in the Glades, because Renee basically is the new mayor, and how kind of he's been basically, what's the word I'm looking for? Persuade to think that the getting rid of the Glades and starting fresh is a good thing. Oh yeah, we're gonna let the people from there to safety, blah 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 blah. And he was tricked, obviously, so now he knows his error of his ways. Took long enough, but yeah, there you go. But I still want to know why he's actually who he is nowadays, and why he just turned down the whole vigilante stuff. Because in the present time where we are now with the show, he's all about it. He's all, he wants to team up with the Emiko's, vigilante moments, and then go from the future where he's no longer, I don't care about the vigilantes, they're all scum, they need to be locked up or killed or whatever. I want to know that point. They never really gave us that, but hopefully in future episodes they'll give us something like that, so we'll have to wait and see. So now let's ask the big question. Where the heck is Oliver in all this? Where is he? Nobody knows where Oliver. A lot of people speculate he's dead. A lot of people think that he's around, but he's just doing his own thing because he's hiding. Well, seeing how the legends kind of told us where he was in their future episode when Oliver had one arm, but now that's been changed, and the whole time thing happened. Thanks a lot, Barry Allen, for the whole Flashpoint where everything got changed. Connor Hawke is now John's stepson instead of his actual son, because he has with his daughter, all that stuff. So he probably adopted a kid, apparently. Could be Bronze Tiger's son, which there's a lot of rumors about that, so that'd be a possibility. But here's my thought on Where's Oliver. I think that we're going to find out what happens to Oliver for the future episode. And this is my guess. I don't know anything really about it, but who knows? Maybe I'm right or wrong. But we're going to find out what happens to Oliver because of the whole Crisis on Infinite Earth. Now, Crisis on Infinite Earth is the next crossover event, but that's next year, which we all know is in the comics, the Crisis on Infinite Earth merges all the Infinite Earths together as one universe and one world. And for all we know, they can do the exact same thing for here. Bring Supergirl into one world, maybe Black Lightning, all the different Flashes in one place. Who knows? They might do that, they might not. But what if Oliver has to sacrifice himself, either by being dead in the future, or he sacrifices himself in a way he has to leave maybe Earth and go fight the good fight in other galaxies or something like that. There's no evidence that in the episode here that really proves that he's dead. Felicity says something about that I killed him, but what exactly does that mean? That she, they break up, they did something happen to him. Crisis on Infinite Earth will probably give us our answer of what happens to Oliver, even though the show is ending next year. I have a good feeling that Oliver probably dies in a Crisis on Infinite Earth, or he goes into space or something and helps the Anti-Monitor, basically clean the universe. Who knows? But you never know. We just don't know yet. But that's my only guess as of right now where Oliver could be in this future, because he's not present. He's mentioned a couple of times, but your father be proud of you, this and that. But they make it seem that he's dead. But for all we know, this could be a troll, like how they do with all the Marvel movies, how they troll us, thinking that it's one thing, but it ends up being another thing. So this could be the same situation where we think he's dead, but then once Crisis on Infinite Earth happens, we might find out something totally different. So it's a possibility, but who knows? That's just my guess. I don't really know anything about it for real, but like I said, it's my biggest guess. It's the best I can come up with. The best I can come up with. I haven't heard anybody else talk about where is he at. They probably think he's all dead. That's their guesses, but I'm trying to think outside the box and what can actually really happen. And I think Crisis on Infinite Earth will be our biggest question answered of where the heck is Oliver in this future. So, but like I said, the episode itself was great. Mia is a great character. No wonder they really want to give her own spinoff, which makes sense because she's a complete badass. She's kind of like Batman, but combined with Oliver. It's beyond scary how good she is. There's one scene in this episode where she fights a whole bunch of guards, and she does a smoke screen, just starts fighting all of them, and it's crazy. It's wow, she's awesome. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about the future episode of Arrow tonight, because that, like I said, it was bonkers. It was crazy. It was wild. Still a lot of questions, but we got some of them pretty much answered, except for the big question, where the heck is Oliver? But hopefully soon we'll get that answer. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode. What do you think of Mia Smoke, or Mia Queen as I like to call her? Let me know in a comment below. Thank you very much and have a good night.